What's good, ladies and gentlemen? In today's video, I am going to be going over the brand new update, which included a lot of changes to the Spooky Festival, adding brand new items, changing some old items, and also adding in a lot of brand new creatures as well. It's very exciting, and let's get into it. So the first thing is you can come talk to the Monger, and he actually offers two brand new items, one being the Candy Relic, which is actually an upgrade to the Candy Artifact. It requires a ton of purple candy, but it increases the chance of getting candy to 20% instead of 15%. So a 5% increase, and then additionally the Echo Locator. Now, when held during the Spooky Festival, this compass points towards the nearest Mega Bat Happy Hunting, and that only costs 32 green candy. Now, you could get it, it's really cheap. Maybe keep it, buy it off the auction house if you want to get it before, if you don't have the green candy or whatever. And pretty much what'll happen, I'll put the gameplay on screen right now, is that in chat it'll announce that this brand new Mega Bat spawns in, and then you can follow or find it by following the compass, the Echo Locator, and it'll take you directly to where it actually spawned at. It doesn't follow where the bat's at. It'll take you to where it spawned at, and then you got to kind of look around that area. So it's kind of good, kind of bad, because sometimes you'll find it, other times you'll miss it if you're not quick enough. But then once you find the bat, you basically just spam it down with your run-ins bow or whatever bow you're using. Make sure you put aiming on that bow and just spam it down and kill it like that. You can't hit it with stuff like the Spirit Scepter or any weapon abilities, it seems like. So spamming it down with the bow is the best thing that you can do. And every single time I've killed it, I never got an actual item from it. I always seem to only get candy from it and maybe some XP, and that's about it. Now, if we check the recipe book and then we go to special recipes, there are also some brand new recipes as well, such as the Bat Person Ring, the Bat Person Artifact, the Gold Buster, Vampire Witch Mask, Candy Sack, Blasto Lantern, and the Pumpkin Launcher. So let's start with the Bat Person Ring. Gain +5 defense, strength, and intelligence for each bat you have summoned. Works with Spirit Scepter, Witch Mask, and the Bat Pet as well, which is very exciting. Now, the way that you craft this is by getting the Bat Person Talisman. Now, there is also another thing during the Spooky Festival. As you kill mobs or like any type of mob, you actually have a chance of spawning in this little chest. And then you can actually open the chest and either get a trick or a treat. If you get a trick, it'll actually spawn in a mob and basically give you no reward. But if you get a treat, it'll give you stuff like candy, ectoplasma, or a couple of other different random items. Another random item that you can actually get from it is a Bat Person Talisman, which gives just 2 defense, strength, and intelligence rather than 5. And then of course with the Bat Person Ring, you can upgrade the talisman to a ring, and then from the ring you can upgrade then into a artifact, which actually gives +10 instead of +5. So that's pretty cool, very exciting, and also very expensive currently because it's brand new. Then you have the Gold Buster, and the item ability on this is deal 100% more damage to the spooky enemies during the Spooky Festival. Another thing that I'd like to go over is the brand new spooky enemies during the Spooky Festival actually don't get damaged by any abilities. So using the Spirit Scepter or anything like that is not actually going to damage them. What I would recommend doing is actually using the Spicy Livid Dagger. I'm not exactly sure if this is 100% true, but this was my thought process. You get 100% bonus attack speed, and it actually seems like you could legitimately hit the mobs quicker, and it doesn't seem like no weapons actually do more than 1 damage to them. So using a Livid Dagger over anything else isn't really going to change anything, but this has attack speed, so I really think that you're able to actually hit them quicker compared to any other weapon. Now obviously if you do get a Gold Buster though, you can use this for 100% more damage, and that's just well, that would just be 2 damage, but still 2 damage instead of 1, that's pretty nice. So that's what the Gold Buster is, and this is how you craft it. Very expensive, I must say. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I get ectoplasma? Well, you can actually get this from opening up one of those chests, like I said, or by killing any of the spooky mobs. It's very random, and that's just really the only way that you can actually get it. Now, next, we also have the Vampire Witch Mask, which costs the brand new Witch Mask and also the Vampire Mask. Let's talk about the Witch Mask first. The Witch Mask item ability, Bat Swarm, summons 2 bats that will follow you and attack nearby enemies, dealing 10,836 damage upon exploding. Your bats will not spawn on your island. So this takes ectoplasm and Vampire Mask and a Witch Mask to upgrade into a Vampire Witch Mask, which it seems to do the exact same thing. Summon 2 bats that will follow you and attack nearby enemies, and then it also has another ability called Rejuvenate. While wearing, drains 5 health per second from all monsters within 8 blocks. Very sick, very cool. Now, how do you get the Witch Mask? Well, it seems like the only way that you can actually get a Witch Mask is from the rewards from the Spooky Festival. So it seems like that you actually need to get at least 2,000 points to be rewarded the Witch witch mask, and then you can also get another witch mask if you get 2400 points as well. So that's the only way to get a witch mask, I believe, although I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it seems to be. Now, like I said, some old items have been changed, and one of those items is the bat pet. There's actually a brand new ability on the legendary bat pet called Wings of Steel, and what it does is it actually deals plus 50% damage to spooky enemies during the spooky festival. Now keep in mind, when you hit a spooky enemy at default, at regular, you only deal 1 damage, so 50% damage of 1 would be like 1.5 total damage. So I don't really think it's that good at all, although I could be wrong. Maybe I'm misunderstanding, maybe I'm just wrong. Let me know in the comment section down below if I am. But yeah, that's a new ability added to the legendary pet, not the epic pet. Another item was added into the game, and this is actually a pet item. Another way that you can get this is actually from the chest, which we talked about. That's where I got this item from, and what it does is you put it on a pet and it increases the strength by 30 and also the speed by 20. It's not that good of an item, but it's actually not too bad either. I would honestly say it's one of the better items. It's pretty cool. It adds a pretty big stat bonus, to be honest. Let's get back to the items and the brand new recipes that have been added. So the candy sack, this will basically be an advanced trick-or-treat bag. The way that you actually craft this is from pumpkin guts. Now, during this entire spooky festival, I did not get a single pumpkin gut, which is very annoying, but this is just like the ectoplasm. The way that you can actually get this is from the chests that randomly spawn while killing mobs during the spooky festival, and that's how you get it. And then you can craft a candy bag or trick-or-treat bag into a candy sack and basically hold a lot more candy. Then the next item is the Blast O Lantern. Throwable explosive, deals 2 damage to spooky enemies and 10,000 damage against non-scary mobs, which that's a lot of damage. That's actually pretty cool. So the way that you actually craft this is by getting a lot of green candy and also pumpkin guts, and then you can craft it into 32 of the Blast O Lanterns, which is pretty sick. And now I actually have some of them in my inventory. You can also get these from killing specific mobs. They have like pumpkins on their head. You'll actually see it in the gameplay right here. And then you can actually use that because they drop like 2 to 4 every single time, it seems like, when you kill them. You can actually use these and shoot these directly at those mobs, which it deals more damage than just normally hitting. And it also has a little bit of an area of effect that damage as well, so it'll help you kill multiple of the spooky mobs really easily too, which is pretty sick. But yeah, they're pretty interesting, pretty cool, not gonna lie. Now the final thing that we seem to have is the pumpkin launcher. Shoots Blast O Lanterns and it deals 2 damage to the spooky enemies and 10,000 against non-scary enemies. So basically, Blast O Lanterns, as you can see here, are the ammo for what the pumpkin launcher shoots off. Now this is what it costs to make a lot of this stuff, which is kind of expensive. But the thing is that I don't really understand is why you would use a pumpkin launcher, considering you can literally just right click with these and shoot these yourself. So I have no idea why you would use a launcher. Maybe if you have a lot more than 64, but it was his first Spooky Festival and I never really got that much, so I'm not too sure. But I guess it would just hold more than 64 is probably the only reason why. There's also a brand new reforge added to the game, and that's from Candy Corn, the brand new reforge stone. You also get this out of the chest that I've been talking about earlier as well, and it applies the Candid reforged armor. Now I'll put the stats on screen if I can actually find them. I've been trying to look for them. I asked Chad about them earlier while I was streaming the event. They said that it was actually a really bad reforge, and considering the price right here, it seems pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. They've also added in Candy the Fish as well, which is, wow, pretty special, I guess. Now I don't know how you get this. I would assume from the chest that we were talking about earlier, and yeah, that's pretty much all that thing is. It's not even used for anything, I don't think. So yeah, pretty cool. Also, another reforge that I think I missed, the rock candy. It gives the sweet reforge. Once again, I'll put that stats on screen right now if I can find them, but when I talked to chat, they also said that this was bad as well. Considering the price, I also believe that too. I believe there are also more items which we have yet to see or learn how to craft, because if you go talk to the blacksmith named Malik in the Dungeons Hub, click on Essence Crafting, click on Essence Guide, you can then select different essences and see how much it costs to upgrade stuff into dungeon items. And if we click the Wither Essence, you can see right here, the Soul Whip. Now, keep in mind, all dungeon items don't need to be converted into a dungeon item. This is a brand new item which seems to have been added to the game, although we don't know how this is obtained and we haven't actually found this anywhere. It is the Soul Whip. It doesn't say if it has any ability, but it says the damage and the strength right there. So I think this is something that is also found within the Spooky Festival. Maybe they're still adding it. Maybe, I don't really know. Nobody seems to have discovered it. Another thing is with the Undead Essence is the Werewolf set, and this doesn't have any ability. Additionally, the stats seem to be exactly the same. The defense, intelligence, and ferocity for all the pieces are exactly the same, which is very unusual. Usually, the chest plate and the leggings have way more higher stats than the boots and the helmet because it takes more to craft them and stuff like that, but there's not too much info on this yet either. So those are some new items that I think are coming as well, but other than that, I think that's pretty much the entire update. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all of the brand new stuff that was introduced in the brand new Spooky Festival update. I'm pretty excited. It was pretty fun, and I'm glad they're adding new things to the game, making it more interesting, and it's just awesome. It's always awesome to have new content, even though it's not crazy game-changing big new things, but hey, it's always cool to have a little bit of new things introduced to the game, which does not already get enough updates anyway, but they have been getting better at it. Anyway, though, hopefully this video did help you guys out. If it did, make sure you guys smash the like button. If you guys are new around here and you guys want to see some more Skyblock videos, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you get notified every single time I go live or upload a brand new video. Anyway, hope that you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.